Hi, my name is Fadl Rahman and we will discuss how can we add or push something into the data layer. For example, if some specific event are occurring on your website, how can you add into your data layer and which would be the read by the Google Tag Manager. We know that what is the data layer. Basically, the data layer it is the list of something which are happening on your website, which would be the added in you, which for example something happen on your website which would be added in this data layer by the data layer push, and this would be read by the Google Tag Manager. So how can we write this data layer push? How can we do this? So for example, I just give you the demo. You have to go to the, so for example, this is the console, and because we know that data layer basically is the array. So I would just give you the example. For example, if a is equal to, if I put the bracket, put the number 3 4, okay, so this is the sorry, I put wrong. I put have to put the bracket. You have to put 2 3 5, and basically this is the array. This a is the variable which contains this value. It is known as the array. Similarly, data layer is also the array. Data layer, it is the variable which contains multiple values. So now you know the what it mean the data layer push. Now for example, if in this for example in this list, if I want to, add something specific, if I want to add another number 10 or 12, how can you add this? So for this you have to put your variable name and put your dot. So it is our variable name, put, and you have to write the push, and then so what number I want to add, 10, and close this. And so now if I just console log, and what is the a, so you can see that in our first list a was not, 10 was not present. The 10 I just added in this list. So data layer, so basically push is the function which adds some values in our array in our list. So basically the data layer it also already present in this website. So now how can I push some event, specific event into this data layer? So for example, you have to write the variable name. So our variable name data layer, so it is the data layer, and you have to put the dot and write the push. Now push is function which adds some specific value in this list. So put the bracket, because I want to add some specific event, to I use the bracket. So for example, my event, I want to add event purchase. So for example, so I would write, put the comma, sorry, put the, and you have to write the purchase, okay. And so this is my, this event I want to add the data layer. So you have to close the bracket, close the parenthesis, and so now I have to check that it is in the data layer, it is added or not. So how can I check? Console log, and when you see window data layer, so you will see that our fit be added. When you open this, so you can see that our purchase has been added into the data layer. So data, basically data layer push, it is the function which adds some event, some specific event which you choose, which you want to choose, which push this event into the, which add this event to the data layer, and from this would be read by the Google Tag Manager. So I would give you the live example through the Google Tag Manager. So let me, so this is the Google Tag Manager. So if I go to my website, so this is the our website. So when I go to preview, if I want to, so when you go to the preview, and so I will give you the, so I have to add my URL when this would happen. So it is already, when you have to go to the connect, see our website would be open. So now I will show you how which specific event would I add. This will be show you in their list. Okay, so you can see that DOM ready means our HTML structure has been ready. Window layer mean our all pictures, videos, externalities. It means complete page has been loaded. So now let if I go to the inspect and go to the console. So if I add some specific data layer push that, so let me go to, so let me zoom in to show you. So data layer and put the, sorry. So let me, so data layer and data layer push. So if I want to add some specific event like that, event name would be, what would be the event name if event type add to cart? Sorry, we have to put the quotation marks, add to cart. Okay, now you have to close your bracket, close your parentheses, and so now I just in the data layer I just want to add the add to cart event. So when you click that, so let me show you. So you can see that the add to cart, it is showing in the preview. So through this method, you can push specific event which you want to add into the data layer, and this would be the read by the Google Tag Manager. And this function or this event you can use in your tag, in your variable, in your trigger. So I think you would understand how can we add, how can we data layer push a specific event or specific event add to the Google into the data layer. So this is from me. Thank you so much.